And indeed, welcome to another edition of the Chicago Tony V Show. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to episode 204 of our show. And for me, this is just a little merriment. A little merriment before I travel for Thanksgiving to go visit Mama V. Yes, welcome to episode 204 of the Chicago Tony V Show. Good morning. We had a good time on the pre-show on Reddit this morning. Had a nice little visit with some pepperonis. Let's see who's in the chat already. Look at this. We have Amberglow, we have RoboKitty, we have the Chicago Tank in the comment section already of our whatever we're on now, Twitch, whatever it is. Look at our show. We're growing leaps and bounds. Lady Letter Carrier is in now. Now, Lady, this may have been mentioned in yesterday's show. I don't remember. But, Lady, you've been sequestered now in Reddit as well. Lady was trying to comment earlier on the pre-show, and it wouldn't let her in. Plumber's in the house. Good morning, Plumber. You know what's funny, you guys? I got some sort of notice on the Twitch. I don't know what this really means. It's so funny. But they said on Twitch, it said you're about to be, there's some term. What the hell is it that I'm about to be? Some sort of Twitch partner or something like that? I can't remember what it is. Whatever it's called, it's supposedly some really coveted thing. I can't remember what the wording is. But I remember Yak Horseman, our very own Yak Horseman, talking about trying to become this, whatever it is, Twitch partner and how hard it is. Takes forever. And apparently that's about to happen already. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know why. This is all just happening to me. So for ladies, so Reddit just says, we can't get to Reddit right now. That's what it says for you. You know, when I tried to fire up the pre-show this morning, Reddit, it took me 3 tries. It's so finicky, isn't it? Whatever. Well, we're here now. And, you know, I was saying on the pre-show, and I'll say again on the show right now, episode 204, I'm trying to plan out my week. And I do think that this evening I'm going to head out to see Mama V. And so I think this is going to be my last show maybe for the week, maybe. The thing is, when I was up to see Mama V the other day, she had, you know, we had agreed that it was going to be a simple Thanksgiving. I was going to bring some steaks and no problem. Bada bing. Well, as it turned out, when I was there the other day, it seems like she's already trying to go fancy. You know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute. Here's a question from Amberglow. Does that mean we're going to have to subscribe to you and watch an ad before we see the start of your stream? I have no idea, Amber. I don't know how any of this works. I certainly don't want to require you guys to do anything. I'm assuming there's like some sort of setting or something where I can make sure you guys don't have to do that. Thanks, as Reddit can ingest a satchel of Richards. I love it. That's so funny. Robo says, Tony, you can't just ditch us for your family. I'm serious. This seeing this turkey in Mama V's, she has 2 refrigerators. She's like a pack rat with food, which is kind of like me. And she has this gigantic turkey. So I know at least we're doing that. We're making a gigantic turkey. I mean, and I guess there's probably no such thing as a small turkey, right? We only make gigantor birds in the US of A. So with whatever she has planned already, just based on the turkey, I can see that we could feed a family of 10, it looks like. No problem. Plumber wants to know, why can't you broadcast from Mama V's? All you need is a phone. This is true. This is true. A phone and reasonably good internet connection, I suppose. Now, I don't understand this one. Jesus, Tony is turning into Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell it, Sofa. Why am I turning into Arnold Schwarzenegger? And Plumber says, let us meet the family. I guess that's interesting. See, you guys have me. You got me thinking. I could do a show from the car. I'm such a yes man. I'm such a pushover. Yesterday, I was like, I gotta go. Rob was like, no, one more. I remember she said, you owe us. What's the deal with that? Yeah, why am I a Schwarzenegger? I wonder. I don't know. I definitely... I don't have the same genetics as that dude. Sofa says it's because I'm getting fit. I have such a long way to go to be a Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Robo, she knows what she did yesterday. Anyway, maybe I'll do that. That's a fair point. Now, I hope you guys can tell. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I try to put out a good quality product. I care about how this looks. I care about the ambiance and everything. And so the thought of broadcasting on my phone, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that I like that part of me. Now, Lady Letter Carrier has a fascinating comment. Let me get to it before it scoots away. She says, coffee at Fox Valley Mall Sunday morning. Lady, forgive me. Please remind me. In my decrepit memory, I always thought of you as someone who used to live in the area, but you don't still live in the area. Are you going to be in the Fox Valley area? Is there going to be a chance to have a coffee with Lady Letter Carrier? I would jump at that really instantaneously. I need to know more. Where are you, and what are the possibilities? You know what's funny? I was just, as I said, I was at my mom's the other day. I actually wanted to go to Fox Valley Mall. I haven't been there in probably 20 years. Plumber is absolutely correct about my Yeti cup. This thing, I'm holding a gigantic Yeti overpriced coffee cup. I got 2 of them. He says it won't fit into any cup holder in the car. This is absolutely true. So I probably won't have this with me on the road. Robo wants to know about, this is a very good question about the Twitch environment. She says, how come we don't get stragglers like on Reddit? I think this is a function of how vast Twitch is. Like on Reddit, there's only so many live streams because they don't seem to promote it. It's like they're not even very proud of it. So in that Reddit universe, there aren't all that many live streamers. But here on Twitch, that's what they're all about. Ooh, it's an interesting question. She says, I wonder if Tony has some setting on preventing browsing people from coming across the show. Maybe. That could be. I'm open to all ideas, any help. I'm just this. So, lady, you are in the area. This is tremendous. Coffee live stream at Mama V on Turkey Day, says Plumber. Look at how people are trying to walk me down a certain path. I just might do it. Now, Sofa, getting back to the Twitch topic, he says Twitch is weird. Hot girls talking, usually getting more traffic, unfortunately. Yeah. what is it about? There's something about beautiful women. They're just, people like to look at them. And what's weird is even ladies like to look at beautiful women as well. I think they want to size up what's their competition. Maybe is what's going on. Oh yeah, Yak might know the answer to your question, Robo, for sure. That's a really good question. I gotta hop on a call with Yak. Did anyone check out Yak's new podcast yet? Yak has a new podcast. I'm so proud of him. It's up on Spotify. What's it called? I can't remember. But I want to have him on as soon as possible to talk. He's doing it with a buddy of his. I think he has a voice for radio for sure. He's got a new thing. I'll have him on soon enough, and I'll help him promote it and all that stuff. But it's fun. We love Yak Horseman. He's such a fun dude, and he's such an interesting kid. Ooh, here's an idea. Plumber says it should be called the Yak Attack. I like that. The Yak Attack. I think maybe we could do a segment on this show. With some sort of regularity, and call it the Yak Attack. I don't know how much sway this partner of his has. Who knows? Maybe his podcast partner is the ringleader of that new show. So maybe Yak doesn't have enough creative autonomy to create the Yak Attack over there. If he doesn't, we'll give him a Yak Attack segment here on this show. It's always fun to have him on. So yeah, it seems like maybe we're talking about maybe the Big Diesel will do some sort of broadcast. Maybe. I can't promise anything, people. I'll have you know that the holidays, is this normal or is this just me? I get very verklempt on the holidays. I get melancholy. I don't exactly know why that is. And it especially happens on Christmas morning. My least favorite holiday is Christmas morning. I don't know why. I think part of it is because everything is closed, and so I start to feel claustrophobic. I can't get out and do stuff. Jesus, with the buttons again now? Now we want me to undo the button. Oh, Tanan, I think, gets verklempt too on the holidays. But here's the weird thing. If you're like me, I actually kind of like it. Like, there's something, I don't know what it is. I think it makes me reflect, which I think is kind of a positive thing. Lady Letter Carrier says it's sad. Seasonal affectation disorder. Seasonal affection disorder. I might like to try some of that. You guys, you're getting each other in trouble is what's happening. Tank says, season depression to me is bull. You're depressed all year, except now there's turkey and holly. I don't know what it is with me. I don't personally go around thinking I'm a depressed person. I don't think I'm a depressed person, but I get melancholy sometimes. And I think there's, it has to do, at least partially, with, around the holidays, I think about family that's no longer with us, or maybe someone I haven't seen in a long time. And I have this weird thing where I love being around family, but then I also feel, I have this weird feeling like I'm not being productive. So I can't lean into the holidays and just enjoy it and just take some time off, which is ironic because I am not a productive person. I'm mostly a train wreck. Tank's music homework is The Box Tops, The Letter, a classic jam. Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Oh, maybe that's in honor of Lady Letter Carrier. I love this comment from Plumber. He says, who doesn't wake up some mornings and say, what the hell has my life become? Let's see. Robo says, my mom's making turkey for Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I'm making green bean casserole. I'm going to take 3 buses to my aunt's nursing home in Brooklyn, and we'll have the Thanksgiving there with her. Then my mom will drive me home. That is so awesome. That's great. You know, I remember a time when I had people in the nursing home to visit, you know, and it's like, it's weird because you just kind of think, oh, this is like horrible. You feel horrible for the person, but it's still better than not having them around. I don't know. Life is short. Robo says, I wake up some mornings and ask myself, where is my beautiful wife? I believe the actual quote is, this is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. Right? Letting the days go by. Plumber says, you couldn't pay me to ride a bus down here. You know, the in New York City, I hear the bus system is really, really pretty good. I know in Chicago, I used to ride the bus. I mean, not a ton, but no problem. My last 3 years in Chicago, I lived right on the lake, Belmont and Sheridan. And I didn't even own a car. It was glorious. Glorious. Of course, the L. The L is the way to go in Chicago because it's fun. It's trendy. Robo says public transportation here, meaning New York City, is very vast and reliable for the most part. I was on the, that reminds me of the Staten Island Ferry, Robo. I'm sure you've been on that for various reasons. That is the one place where I ever saw a panhandler get a donation from another panhandler. It was on the Staten Island Ferry. I'll never forget it. And it's like, from my perspective, I'm sitting there looking at just 2 completely destitute, washed out people. But one of them was sitting there thinking, Jesus, my life sucks, but holy shit, this person has nothing. So like the one person gave the other person some money. It's crazy. Fun times. So yes, I will get a little sad. I'll get a little listless over Thanksgiving. You know, I'll think about my dad for sure, wishing he was around. And so many relatives, so many good times. What I hope I don't get a little listless and sad about is I hope I'm not in a situation where my mom has like made me a pumpkin pie and stuff like that. She knows I'm on the low carb. She knows darn good and well. But you never know. I might be facing one of those, oh, it's just once, just a little, you know, but I made it for you. One of those deals. I don't know how I would do with that. I don't know how I would face that. Craziness. So let's see. Maybe, let's see what time it is. 7:19. 7:19. Oh, come all ye faithful. A little Christmas music. I might need to update the royalty-free tunes that we listen to. Get a little Christmas music in there. I also have this thought, by the way, just thinking of the holidays. I might get loaded one of the days. I might maybe Christmas morning, maybe somewhere around Thanksgiving. I might just get totally shit-faced. And that's saying a lot because I'm not a drinker. It's usually not my thing. Plumber says, I hear you, Tony. I miss the older days also. My grandma is gone and my grandpa's not the same anymore. Yeah, it's rough, man. Getting older is rough, you know? I mean, it's one thing to be breaking down and all that stuff, which I get it, it's part of life, but it's the thing, there's something about when you lose a family member, it's like, it feels like nothing can prepare you for the permanence of it. It's like, holy shit, man. It's like, that's it. They're just gone. Tank says, I'll be in Hillside on Sunday to see grandparents and great-grandparents. That is tremendous. That is tremendous. Well, lady says we can meet at the movie theater in Hillside for a minute. How do you meet at a movie theater? Hey, let's go. Let's hang out by the salt shakers and that butter machine. What do you do? Don't all movie theaters have like 2 or 3 weird ass video games somewhere off in the corner? Lady says, where's the Christmas ball? And Tank says, I know where my Christmas balls are. Good old Tank. Holy shit. Got to work on that Tank coffee book for next year. Let's see what's in the mailbag. I do want to keep trying to stay relatively ahead of it since I'm going to be missing some days, you know. Let's see. Hey, Tony. Random question. Who do you think is the best female comedian of all time? This is from Wanda S. Thank you for your letter. By the way, if anyone wants to send a letter into the show, we love it. It's super fun. The email address is ChicagoTonyV, like vegetable, @gmail.com. Have at it. It's super fun. Best female comedian? I mean, I guess I'm going to say it's between, for me, off the top of my head, it's 2 redheads. It's Lucille Ball. And it's Carol Burnett. Tank thinks Carol Burnett. That's what Tank says. And Amber Glow says she's got my same top 2. Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett. That's weird. Plumber says, Tony, have you done the drawing yet? No, not yet. So here's the deal. We are behind on posting the podcast to Spotify. We're a little bit behind. We actually finally, and it's because I forgot to hit record on like episode 196 or something, and it gummed everything up. We're catching up. Episode 200 is going to be posted here, maybe even today. I'm going to let it percolate for just a little bit. I've already gotten a bunch of submissions in, and it's super exciting. But I'm going to let that Spotify podcast percolate for a few days. So we'll do a drawing sometime next week. Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Let's see. So my answer is I got to go. Oh, man, it's so tough. I'm going to go Lucille Ball. It is super close. You could easily say Carol Burnett. Oh, lady has an interesting one. Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Diller is tremendous. She is tremendous. I would not argue with Phyllis Diller, but I got to go. I think Lucille Ball. I think she was such a trailblazer, and she had such a long career. So that's what I would do. Lucille Ball. It's my final answer. Can I phone a friend? Okay. Dear Tony, I find myself with nowhere to go for a traditional Thanksgiving experience. It's a first time for me and feels quite odd, to be honest. I wonder if you have ever spent Thanksgiving alone and what ideas you might have to make the best out of a solo Thanksgiving. Thank you for your amazing show. This is from Ed in Detroit, Michigan. Thank you for your letter, Ed. And yes, I've spent several holidays by myself. Thanksgiving, one of them. Christmas for sure. And I would say do not despair. So if this is your first time, again, as I said earlier, this is a very timely letter. As I said earlier, this is just me now. Now let's face it, if you're at a holiday where normally you're surrounded by family members and that you're alone, you're going to feel weird and you're going to feel sad. So expect that to happen. It's part of the experience, okay? But as I said earlier, for me, I actually kind of like that in a way. It makes me reflect, okay? So what I do is I sit there and say, what did I do wrong that I turned into an alone person on holidays where you're supposed to be surrounded by people? Okay, so that's part of it. So it's a chance to reflect and sort of get honest with yourself. Or there's all sorts of opportunities to go the other way. You can just embrace it and just be like, you finally get to do the holiday your own way. I already see comments here in the comment section about, doing TV dinners and eating whatever you want. And yes, totally, absolutely. Get Hungry Man TV dinner, says Plumber, and watch Netflix all day. See, that's into my other point, which is, Ed, this has happened to you at a time where our loving overlords have actually wrapped us in loving technology, right? Kind of like we're in a Matrix movie. And they've given us given us streaming television, right? So you can sit there and tune out all day. You can make Thanksgiving into a 3-day affair. Watching all sorts of TV, the football games, of course. I love watching NFL football on Thanksgiving. So I would say embrace it and make it your own day. It is what it is. And, do your own thing. And like I said, expect to be a little sad, right? Expect to be a little sad. It's going to happen. And embrace it. Frozen pizzas, get a tub of ice cream. If you're gonna cry some crocodile tears, just make it epic. Eat a whole tub of ice cream and find the worst frozen pizza you can get. And if you want to really, really make it your own and embrace the pain and make it as pathetic as you can, see if you can hire a hooker for that day too. I think that would be the ultimate, right? You want to go probably booze and frozen pizza, prostitute, gallon of ice cream. It can't be real good ice cream either. It's got to be kind of shitty. Go to your local drugstore. Their ice cream will be it'll have that frostbite on it. Get it from there. I'm just saying, yeah, Tank says never pay for it. Right. I'm just saying if he wants to embrace the pathetic, right? Then this is maybe the way to do it. This is something to consider. Amber says, we're doing Thanksgiving with my husband's parents tomorrow, leaving the boys with them a few days, and big Thanksgiving with our best friends Thursday. That sounds like so much fun, Amber. That's good. That's good. All right, Ed, good luck, buddy. Hey, if it gets real bad, you have my number, right? It's on the show. If you ever turn into the show, just call me. I don't give a shit. All right, Ed from Detroit, Michigan. And maybe consider getting out of Detroit, too. Is that why you're alone? The rest of your family has fled the city? All right, next letter. Dear Tony, I really want to expand my boyfriend's horizons and be a positive influence on his life. I love him so much, and I see so much potential in him. Here are a few areas that I'm considering investing time with him on. 1. How to dress more professionally / elegantly. 2. Table manners at a formal social dinner. Number 3. Picking out a signature scented cologne. Number 4. The art of conversation. If you had to pick just one of these endeavors to start with, which one do you think would pack the most bang for the buck in terms of long-term life improvement for a man? I have my own favorite, but I wanted to see what strikes your fancy. This is from Ellen from Rhode Island. It's quite a letter, Ellen. And you've got a lucky fella there. If you can just, Ellen, if you can just use all your powers to mold him, to to your vision, he might really turn into something. Ellen, did you play with dolls? Were you allowed to play with dolls when you were younger? Or so maybe did you play with a lot of dolls, or maybe were you restricted from playing with dolls? Did you want a Ken doll and that never happened? Or maybe Tank says, Ellen, see you next Tuesday. You guys are going to have to figure out what that means. Oh my God. And we've got someone thinks it might be Brianna. No, this is Ellen. This is Ellen. Oh. See, now Lady is totally on board. She's rolling with it. She says, just start buying him clothes and throwing away the stuff he has now. And Robo says, yeah, and spray cologne on him while he's sleeping. Oh my God. Now the table manners, he's going to have to have buy-in on that. Ode to None says, sounds like Ellen should just get herself a new man. Well, but she loves him. Let's face it, Ellen probably knows what's best for this guy, right? She can see greatness. She can detect that. What do they say? Isn't it behind every great man is a great woman or something like that? Ellen needs to play in traffic, says Tank. Oh, my God. Yeah, and Plumber says she's never going to send another email to Tony again. Ellen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But your letter is ridiculous. It just is. It just is. Let's see. Let me see this again. How to dress professionally and elegantly. Table manners at a formal social dinner. Picking out a signature scented cologne. The art of conversation. First of all, isn't there probably some YouTube channel that you could just sit your guy down in front of? This sounds like there's got to be a YouTube channel where they cover stuff like this, you know? Some sort of gentleman's magazine has a YouTube channel, I'll bet. I don't know, Ellen. I don't know. See, here's the thing. Now, maybe I'm weird, but if I were looking at a relationship, if I were in a relationship, I would hope that the lady would love me for who I am, right? Now, that may not be feasible. That may be a real stretch, but that's definitely what I would want. I think this idea of getting in a relationship and then being like, oh, if I could become this for her and become this for her and become this for her. This whole, men don't like being a project. Most men. Now, maybe your fella is sort of like the Gumby of boyfriends, right? He's just moldable clay. He's just made of moldable clay. So be it. If that's the way he is, and if he's embracing this, then you guys might be meant for each other. But it really feels to me that you're trying to, you're playing with human dolls, right? Lady says, Ellen needs to hang in the right upper class neighborhood. Tank says, I hope he writes in and says my girlfriend is an overbearing twat. Oh my God. Oh, this is interesting. This is a throwback to a different question. Amber says, I've gone down the Wikipedia rabbit trail of Lucille Ball. She registered to vote in 1936 as a communist. Well, that's really interesting. Robo says, can you register as a communist? I think that was a thing. It was like the Communist Party. Probably still today. Well, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would register for anything else today, but I don't know. Anyway, Ellen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we kind of made fun of you, but your letter's a little ridiculous. I'm trying to, in a mannerly way, with some manners, with a little bit of class. Ellen, look in the mirror, babe. Go find someone who has what you want, not who you can mold into what you want. It's my advice. All right, dear? Nice knowing you. Thank you for listening to the show once or whatever and writing in once. And you're probably gone forever. Next letter. Dear Tony, gold, silver, or Bitcoin, if you had to load up on only one, which would it be and why? This is from Jerry Quite Contrary. Very clever name. If your first name is Jerry and your last name is Contrary, I could see how your parents would go with Quite. They might have felt like they had no choice. But I'm betting your last name is not Contrary. Anyway, gold, silver, or Bitcoin, if you had to load up on only one, which would it be? I guess if I had to load up on only one, I would say gold. I would say gold. Now, here's the thing. Robo says Ellen should date Jerry Quite Contrary. I like that. Yeah, that's right. It sounds like he has some resources. He invests. You know, she might like that. Yeah, see, I agree with Plumber. Gold if you have to do just one. Here's what I like about it. It's a time-tested, proven store of value, okay? It's money. It's actual money as opposed to fiat and all this stuff. It's portable. You can put it on your person. You can bury it in your backyard. You can do stuff like that. So, and also the value to weight ratio is quite nice. You could pack a fortune into your backpack and skedaddle out of town on a 10-speed. I like that. All right, if you can't put a fortune in silver on your in a backpack. Very, very difficult. Very heavy. But the reason I like physical gold over something like Bitcoin is like you have it. You can go visit it. You know right where it is. You know right where you left it. There's no other. No one else has to be involved. Whereas with Bitcoin, there's this whole infrastructure. You need electricity. If the grid goes down, I really do wonder what the Bitcoin people are going to do. I really wonder this. Let's see. Robo says, am I missing something? Unless you have at least a few dozen G's to invest, you missed the boat on Bitcoin and need to go with other cryptos that haven't skyrocketed yet. Yeah, I guess, it depends on what the person is looking for, Robo Kitty. Like if Jerry Quite Contrary is looking to hit it big and strike it rich, yeah, I wouldn't go with any of the ones he says. Silver, gold, or Bitcoin. Although I think silver can really have a nice run, maybe here. But if he's looking to hold on to wealth, store wealth, then I think maybe he's on to something. So yeah, but I hear what you're saying, Robo. It's late. It feels like it's late in the game with the Bitcoin thing. Yeah, that's just me. I personally would say all three is what I'd rather do. I'd rather have because silver. Here's the thing: if society collapses, right? And instead of having to forage for food with your wild cards, edible plants, you want to trade with people. Silver coins are a really good way to do that, right? So that's why I like silver. It's day to day. If shit hits the fan, have some silver laying around. I like gold because you can store a lot of value in a little weight. And I actually like crypto too. You know, it's some diversification. It's a little weird. It's new. It's got, supposedly an upside. So I'm not saying have none. I'd say be a little in that too. All right, let's see. We're at 7:41, everybody. All right. Let's see. Next letter. Hey, Tony, did you hear that YouTube is hiding dislikes? What's your take on this? This is from Mary from Boise, Idaho. YouTube is hiding dislikes. Yeah, I guess I heard that. Yeah, you can't dislike anything on YouTube anymore, apparently. I don't know. I guess I would say I don't really care. Oh, and right, I just looked. It says Tony doesn't care. You nailed it, Robo. Right after I said I don't care, I saw Robo's comment. Yeah, I don't care about dislikes. I really don't. To me, it's a funny little footnote because I can only imagine what sort of, trumped up meetings. I was in a funny meeting. I was in a church meeting last night. I'm trying to think of how much I can reveal. Anyway, they want to elicit members, okay, feedback, and they're going to use an online survey, which of course for a Catholic church to use any sort of technology, very, very impressive. And so the thing is, we have a congregation. Obviously, most people speak English, but then there's this also very thick other ethnic group. Let's say Portuguese. All right. So we have a bunch of Portuguese people. So in this meeting, it's like, all right, here's this form where we're asking our parishioners for something, and it's done in English and in Portuguese, right? Which is fine. I thought it was a little disconcerting. It's all on the same form. It's like they say the question in English, then in Portuguese. And I was like, can we have two different forms? Because it's just too much. I want to see either English or Portuguese. And then people started speaking up. Well, why don't we have a Spanish form also? Well, it's because we don't have a bunch of Spanish-speaking people that I know. Well, but there's a couple. Are they going to be offended? So it's like let me get this straight. We've got 750 Portuguese-speaking members. We have 2 Spanish dudes. And now we got to make a Spanish form. Oh, and there's that one guy who's from Norway. We got to have an Icelandic form, whatever the hell they speak in Norway. It's just this. And I said, why would we do that? Well, what if they complain? Who gives a shit? It's weird. Robo says, dude, how big is your church? I don't really know. But I'm making why are you writing all this down, Robo Kitty, to further tighten the noose, tighten the dragnet? We don't have a big Portuguese membership. I'm just using that as an example. We do have another ethnicity that is a whole lot. Right. I did just say we have 750 Portuguese speakers, which is, I was using that as a metaphor. I want to send my donation to the church before Christmas. Yeah. It's Our Lady of Chicago Tony V's back pocket. Anyway, whatever. Holy cow. What was even the question? Oh, YouTube dislikes. Yeah, I could give a shit. I don't care. I mean, YouTube sucks now anyway. It's ironic that I'm live streaming to YouTube right now. I'm going to get banned for saying this now. Okay, next letter. Dear Tony, I learned something today. Did you know in 2001, Armin Meiwes, Meiwes, achieved international fame by killing and eating a voluntary victim whom he had found via the internet. Armin and his victim jointly dined on the victim's severed penis before he killed the victim and ate him further. I think I've heard of this. Let's read further. Spoiler alert. The dude advertised on the internet that he was looking for a cannibal victim, and the victim did this willingly. What is the world coming to? This is from Paul S. from Louisville, Kentucky. I think I heard of this. I wouldn't have guessed that it was that low. It was over 20 years ago. I heard of this. And I had the same question. What the hell is the world coming to? Do you guys... Oh, Robo says I've heard this story. Robo and I are so on the same wavelength today. It's insane. It's insane. I remember hearing about this. There was a victim. The dude did sign up for it. Now, how this doesn't... 2001, we had technology back then, right? Didn't we? We had the internet. We had... How this flew under the radar and a dude answered an ad. Yes, I'll volunteer. And oddly enough, they dined on the guy's Johnson before. Who does that? What the hell is that mental illness called? Where you sign up for this shit? What is it? Robo says the golden age of the internet. And plus, aren't you nervous about preparing the penis? I mean, you have only one shot, right? This isn't something we get to practice very much, right? That must have been stressful as hell. How do you serve it? Is it with a gravy? That's disgusting. Shit. Anyway, this is the one time when Tank would rather have the chicken. I get it. Yeah, I remember that story. It is weird as hell. And then so the guy signed up. He said, yes. First of all, let's dine together on my own Franken beans. And then you can kill me and eat the rest of me. Isn't that how it went down? Lady says, yeah, Dahmer might have had practice doing it. I understand in a weird-ass way that someone can be crazy enough to be like, I'm a cannibal. I'm looking for a victim. That's weird as hell and evil as hell, but I still kind of get it. What I don't get is the guy that answers that ad. Sign me up. I'm going to eat my own balls with you. Let's dine together. What do we go a red wine or a white wine? What the hell do you do? I think or yeah, do you have it in a bun? Oh, to none. Very good. Right, and I imagine like a candlelit table. Like, this makes me want to read. Has anyone written a book about this? Surely there's more to this story. Did they have a nice candlelit dinner together? How does this work? But I guess the lesson here is, it never hurts to ask. Ask for the sale. Right? That's the lesson here. You never know what someone... And I wonder, did he get less time? I wonder how long this guy's in prison. Surely for the rest of his life, I would hope to Christ. But did he get a lighter sentence since he found a willing participant? And how does that, can you imagine being that defense attorney? Your Honor, the dude did answer the ad, right? It says right here on Craigslist, just to be clear, I'm going to kill you and eat your balls. Hopefully he's in a mental hospital, says Salty. Salty's in the house. Good morning, Salty. Oh, he slept in today. Oh, Robo said hopefully he's in a mental hospital. I don't know, man. Hopefully it's one where they have those straitjackets and shit and no sharp cutlery around, if you know what I mean. Yeah, could you imagine if that guy was your roommate in prison? Holy hell. I don't know. Good letter. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that horrific event. See, I can't take my collar is already loose when it's buttoned up because I've lost too much weight compared to this shirt. I'm going top button again. Okay. Hey, Tony, you just landed on Mars. What's the first thing you say? What? Hey, Tony, you just landed on Mars. What's the first thing you say? This is from Phil K. I think I say these drugs are amazing. Will someone please give me some coffee? Pinch me, whatever. I don't know. How about you guys? You just landed on Mars. What's the first? This is a Robo Kitty question, right? Right? She likes the sci-fi. Robo says, what's with these weird letters today? I totally agree. Yeah, Tank would say, how the fuck did I get here? Right. I mean, Robo would say, this is not my beautiful house. Oh my gosh. Call back to to an earlier. Yeah, very good. Very nicely done. Yeah, these are weird letters today. Very strange. Okay, next letter. Dear Tony, honest question. What does wife material mean? My boyfriend broke up with me, and when I honestly asked him why, all he could come up with is I'm not wife material. Like, what makes someone wife material? This is from Janice in Philadelphia. Well, Philly Janice, I mean, it could be a lot of things. Here's the deal. But this might be news to you. This might be news to you. He doesn't want to marry you. That's what this means. That's what this means. But anyway, here's the deal. Okay, this is just one guy's opinion. All right. The reason dudes marry, men and women marry, okay, is generally, most of the time, it's because they're going to raise kids together. So, oh, here's an interesting, I can't read your name. And I'll rag shit all. Says, honestly, he wants a woman who does more for him. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe it's as simple as that. Tank says he doesn't want to wake up to you every day. He just wants to bang you. Thank you, Tank. Yes, that's it. But specifically, probably, he wants to bang you but not raise kids together with you. Okay? That's kind of what we're looking at here. Yeah, and anal rag, anal rag, yeah, anal rag shit all. Says very sexist, but that's what he wants. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what we're looking at here. But at least you know what you're looking at. You got to cook better, says anal rag. I wonder how to pronounce your Twitch name. This is hilarious. Oh no, you're watching on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome, Anal Rag. Shit all. I can't wait to check out your YouTube channel. It looks really fun. Oh my God. Salty and RoboKitty playing a little comment tennis. So yeah, all this means is he doesn't want to raise children with you. That's really what this means. In essence, in my opinion. So be thankful that the guy broke up with you, okay? And move on. That's it. End of story. Do you want kids? Are you looking to get married? Let's see what your name is again. Janice from Philly. Are you looking to get married? Move on. What you don't want is someone to marry you, all right, when they really don't want to marry you. But they don't make that clear, and they lie to themselves into you, and then way down the road you find out, oh, it wasn't, and they weren't really that into it. That would suck. Okay, next letter. Hey, Tony. My girlfriend is trying to pressure me into going on a cruise with her. Isn't this mainly something older couples do? We're both 24 years old. I personally don't want to hang out with a bunch of geezers for a week. Would you do it? This is from Carrie from Cincinnati, Ohio. First of all, I am a geezer. I mean, compared to you, you would look at me, Carrie, and be like, that dude is a geezer. And yes, I would do it in a heartbeat. Dude, first of all right, you have a girlfriend that wants to do something with you, something fun. Just right out of the gate, that's pretty cool. A lot of people don't have that. Remember the previous dude that's going to be having Thanksgiving by himself, crying in his own Cocoa Puffs? You know? Amber, Tank says cruises are okay. You see more places in a short time. Totally, that's a good point. Amber Glow really likes cruises. I love cruises. I've been on a couple of cruises. I might have taken a hot nun on a cruise once, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And lady says I went on my first cruise at 27 years old. They're lovely. This guy is not seeing it correctly. Try, if you've never been on a cruise, which obviously you haven't, try it out. You're probably going to love it. What's not to love? As Tank said, you see lots of places. I think, let's see, the first, actually all the cruises I've taken, they've been around the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean. And you can see each cruise I've done, it seems like there have been at least 3 ports you stop in and you hang out on these islands and stuff. See, and Robo says young people go on cruises. It just depends. Like, you got to check out the Carnival Cruise Line if you're a young person. That tends young. I'm sure there's cruise lines that tend toward older people. Robo says, I did take a 3-day ferry from Israel to Greece, which stopped one day in Crete and the next day in Cyprus. Tremendous. Fabulous. Yeah, take the cruise, dude. And plus, is denying your girlfriend really a good idea anyway? I mean, if you haven't ever tried it, you can't say without having tried it, we're going to hate it. No, try it. And then say, sorry, I hated it. You know? Wait a minute. Amber Glow says, I performed on a cruise while in high school. Amber, tell us more. What are you talking about? Plumber says, I loved it. Don't know if I'll get to go on another since I won't get the jab. Amen, brother. What a deal. Tank says these letters today are ridiculous. I mean, why would anyone write into my show to ask me shit anyway? I think just by definition they're going to be ridiculous. You know? Wait, Amber says our dance team did a couple shows on a cruise. That's lovely. That's so fun. Dance team. Robo said agrees with Tank. These are ridiculous letters. There must be something in the air. Must have been a full moon. You know, it is what it is. It is interesting. But yeah, we've had some weird questions. It makes me want to read, even though it's 8 a.m. Let me do another letter. One more. Tank says, I performed on a cruise too. The wife loved it. Chifafa. Is there laughter? No. I can't even remember all my own sound effects anymore. Who knows? I thought I had laughter, Tank. Sorry. All right, let's do one more letter. I'm running over. Hey, Tony, my girlfriend is trying to pressure me into going on a... Oh, no, I just read that. Hold on, next letter, okay? Dear Tony, do you think it's possible for a couple to know they are meant for each other almost instantly, or must it take some time? My brother is engaged to a girl he's been dating for like 6 weeks. I haven't met her yet, but I assume this will crash and burn in epic fashion. This is from Chris D. Okay, so oddly enough, check it out. My older brother is happily married. I mean, they're so happy together. They've been married, what, 15 years? 10 years? Over 10 years? They were engaged like after, I think they had dated each other for like a month. And I remember we all were thinking, oh, holy heck, so quick. I mean, do we really need to rush into this thing? And it turns out they just, for whatever reason, they knew. For whatever reason, they knew. So I think it can happen. Now, I'm with you, though. Chances are, when a couple gets engaged so early, that usually means they're a little bit on the wild side. They're dreamers, maybe. And so I would even go so far as to say, I'm with you. That probably means it will crash and burn, maybe. It can happen. But just think of my brother and his beautiful wife. They're happiest couple I know. And they just bada bing, met each other. And I mean, they were married very quickly after that. So whatever. God love you. Good luck. It can happen. It can happen. Well, let's see. Oh, it's 8:03 a.m. It's been a lovely morning. It's been tremendous hanging out with you guys. Wait a minute. Amber says, that's what happened with my husband and me. We dated 8 weeks. He proposed. We married 11 months later and have been married 15 years. Amber, that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. Robo says, I mean, people's relationships crash and burn all the time, no matter how long they've been together. So what's the difference anyway? I think they should just go for it. I hear you, Robo Kitty. That's an interesting way to look at it. We've talked before, these arranged marriages, right? There's no rhyme or reason to those damn things. Those things, I guess, work out better than Western marriages. Now, it could be because those Eastern countries, some of them, if their wife doesn't step in line, they get to like douse them with gasoline and set them on fire. So maybe that's why those types of relationships work out more, but I don't know that for sure. I'm just kind of riffing. Amber says, oh my gosh, Amber says, our second date was meeting his parents. Amber, oh my God. Sometimes you just know, huh? That's amazing. Oh, Plumber? Plumber says, I met my wife on a sophomore geometry class. Holy shit. I hope you were also in high school at the time. I hope you weren't there repairing pipes. Actually, I'd probably just applaud you if You were. Carpe Diem, 6237, says, what up? Good morning, Carpe Diem. We're just hanging out, drinking coffee. We do this almost every morning. Oh, wait a minute. Salty says his wife was his boss. Has that really changed, Salty? Isn't that the way it goes? That's fascinating. Fascinating. He was there laying pipe, not repairing it, says Salty. Yeah, there you go. Bada bing. Good one. Anyway, what a morning, huh? It's been fun hanging out with all you guys. Oh my gosh. Yes, weird letters, fun letters. Robo, are you working today? What's your and lady letter carrier? Why I always want to know if you guys are working, I'm not entirely sure. Whatever. It's just so I can check the box off. Robo is off. Very nice. Good for you. Well, listen, people, it's been lovely. So, again, the plan, I'm going to go to Mama V's tonight. So, let's not expect a show tomorrow morning. Let's not expect a show on Thanksgiving. And let's not expect a show on Friday morning. But who knows? Maybe I'll do some sort of show from my skivvies and my mom's, spare bedroom. You guys can only cross your fingers, right? And hope. Salty says, weird letters, fun letters, weird pepperonis. This is all true. That's true of most days. Bring your laptop just in case we do a Zoom conference. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, RoboKitty. Yep. I like it. I will say Mama V, she is kind of fascinated by Pepperoni Nation, right? I revealed the other day it appears that she listens to the show, and she told me just so whatever. Hello, Mom. See you later. She did share with me. Check this out. She says to me the other day. She says, "Robo, good one." Robo says, "Tony, if you're not streaming for 3 days, you have to do one more letter." Amber would like one more letter. One more letter, huh? Lady letter carrier. Hubba boom ski. We'll be in touch here. I think that would be so fun, honestly. Let's see. Oh, lady says she's only off Thursday and Sunday. Duly noted, lady. Okay. Now I know what I'm working with. Let's see. Lady, do you know what must the competition look like? The first pepperoni to meet the Big Diesel in person. If you scored in that fashion, you've had such a quick rise to fame. It's unbelievable. If you and I are the first to meet in person, this would be the Cinderella story to beat all Cinderella stories. I don't know. Anyway, well, what else is going on? It seems like Robo's strong-arming me into one more letter. I remember that. Oh, is Tank and his wife coming to our coffee as well? Oh, that's at the movie theater, right? I don't know. I can't. It's so hard for me to keep all this stuff straight. Anyway. All right, listen, people. Okay, people. Jesus. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So my mother tells me the other day, she goes, by the way, you have one more listener. I said, oh, okay. And she says, I told my friend about you guys, all the trouble you're having on Reddit, getting kicked off and stuff, and getting put in timeouts, and for whatever reason, this friend of hers is totally into all the social justice bullshit, or she thinks it's bullshit. So now she listens to the show just because out of solidarity. So wherever you are, my mother's friend, hello, good to see you. Yeah, Robo definitely has influence on me. There's no doubt about it. Okay. All right, people. One more letter. Okay. 811. All right, here we go. I hope this is as good for you as it is for me. Dear Tony, my boyfriend wants me to sell my house so we can move into a new house together. Like kind of a fresh start. The thing I'm worried about is that he doesn't have any money for a down payment on a new house. And so I would be footing the bill completely on that. If we break up or something, would it be difficult or impossible for me to get that money back? I'm just trying to be careful and realistic. Thanks for your advice. This is from Jenna from Rochester, Minnesota. Jenna, I'm not even going to answer. I'm just going to read responses from the pepperonis, okay? Let's see. Amber Glow says, don't do it. Don't do it, Jenna. That's what Amber Glow says. Robo Kitty says, nope, nope, nope. Okay? That's 2 solid no's. 2 solid no's. Lady Letter Carrier says, never! Exclamation point, Jenna. Amber Glow says, break up with him now, Jenna. I knew the pepperonis were going to carry me on this one. Salty says, don't need a down payment. Just pay the PMI, private mortgage insurance. Yeah, lady, Plumber says PMI sucks, but we did it. Was glad to get rid of it. Lady says, just keep the house in your name only. I'm just, okay, let me interject here now. Jenna dear, from Rochester, Minnesota. Hey, do you know Scotty Rabbit Scotsman's from Minnesota? What, this boyfriend of yours, I'm concerned. And so is Plumber. I'm concerned. So, let me get this straight. This fella it sounds like he doesn't have really anything of his own in terms of housing or resources. But he wants the two of you to have your own place, and he wants you to sell your own house and to start anew with him. I think I'm worried about this, okay? Do you hear your own question? You sound like a very nice person. That you're even considering this. But also you're careful. You have some sort of instinct saying, is this really the best thing to do? Something doesn't feel right. Right, Jenna? Listen to that voice. Listen to the other pepperonis. Right, and here's one. If we want to talk about, let's take some baby steps here and think about this reasonably. And Lady Letter Carrier has a very good point. Why doesn't he move into the house you already have? Right? I think she said this is like it makes it seem, yeah, like it's his vision. My boyfriend wants me to sell my house so we can move into a new house together, like a fresh start. This is all his idea? Just fuck this guy. He does seem like a loser. There's some red flags here, Jenna. You know, I see. So Salty says, see Tank's comment from earlier. He probably just wants to bang her. That's fine. Why does he have to have her buy a new house to do this? He wants to bang her in a new setting. You know, something. I like to bang chicks in their own homes, which they've picked out. You know. Look at all these comments. This is crazy. Jenna, please, don't do this. How long have you been together, Jenna? I'm betting probably not very long. This is the after party, Salty. We're still recording whatever this is, episode 204. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's lovely, lovely. So Plumber thinks he just wants it to be in a house that I don't get your comment, Plumber. Anyway, I think this guy's nuts. I think this is a major red flag. I think Jenna should run and hide. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. Anyway. All right, listen, people. Listen. It's been lovely. It's 8:16 now. So if we count the pre-party, my fat face has been staring into this camera for an hour and 46 minutes. That's like a freaking feature film length. Amber, thank you. I'm going to have a good time with Mama V. And I've certainly had a good time with all you people this morning. It's been super lovely. Everyone have a safe and lovely Thanksgiving. And that alone fellow, you should join our Discord. The guy that's doing Thanksgiving by yourself. Let's review. You're gonna buy a stack of just horrible frozen pizzas. You're gonna make yourself sick on that. You're going to bang a prostitute, and then you're going to eat a gallon of frostbitten ice cream from the Walgreens pharmacy. And please put the pictures of all of this up on Discord, especially the middle step. All right, everybody. Okay, I love you guys, and I like you guys, too. I like you. I love you. You mean a lot to me. I'm super lucky to be able to do this. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful holiday, and I'm sure we'll be in touch. And I will see you all soon enough. Have a great day. Bye-bye.